So we have seen single chain. The next one is simple sequential chain. So let's go to VS Code and see how we can implement simple sequential chain. Okay. So this is our build generative AI workspace. So inside this we have created chains demo folder, and underneath we have single chain demo. So what we have done in single chain, we have used human message prompt template and we created a simple prompt, and then we passed that to chart prompt template from messages, and we created the chart prompt template, and we initialized our LLM by using chat OpenAI. And once we have the LLM and the chart prompt template ready, we try to bind LLM with the chart prompt template by using chains, right? And we have provided the topic, and the OpenAI tried to give us the funny company name, right? So here we try to call the invoke method and get the results, right? So this is single chain. Now let's try to see simple sequential chain. So let's go to chains demo, file, new file, Python file, and let's try to save this as simple sequential chain demo underneath chains demo folder, right? So save it. So the first thing is we have to install all the required packages by using pip install LangChain OpenAI. This is the package we need because we will be using the modules that are present inside LangChain to see simple sequential chain implementation, right? So make sure you install LangChain OpenAI package in case if you haven't installed already. We have used the same package here as well when we are implementing single chain, right? So now let's try to import all the required modules. So here we will be using OpenAI. So we are importing chat OpenAI to initialize our OpenAI LLM, and then chat prompt template to create a prompt, and then this is to load the environment variable, right? So inside our chains demo, we created an environment variable and we stored our OpenAI API key here. So let's try to load the environment variables from this environment file by using load_.env, right? So once we load the environment file, the next thing is read the API key by using getEnv function and pass the key name. So we will get the API key value, and we are storing inside this variable API underscore key. And now let's assign this API underscore key to an environment variable which is called OpenAI API key. So we installed all the required packages, we try to load the modules that are required, and then we try to load the environment variables from this environment file, and we read the key, and then we stored our OpenAI API key inside OpenAI API key environment variable, right? So what is sequential chain? Sequential chain means one after another, right? So that is the output of first chain will be passed as the input to the second chain, and the output of second chain will be passed as input to the third chain, right? So it will be executed one after another, right? So the next step is let's initialize our LLM by using this chat OpenAI, which is from LangChain OpenAI package, right? Let me close this. So we can initialize OpenAI LLM by using this chat OpenAI, which is inside LangChain OpenAI package, right? So once we initialize the LLM, the next thing is let's try to create a prompt template by using this chat prompt template. Again, this is from LangChain prompts, right? So the first thing is let's try to define a prompt template, and here we are creating a prompt template and assigning to a variable called template. Give me a simple bullet point outline for a blog post on the topic, right? So whatever topic we pass, it will try to give a simple bullet point outline, right? And now let's say the topic is travel, right? So let me define the topic as well. Here you can replace this travel with any other topic and see if the LLM is returning the bullet points for this topic or not, right? And this prompt is nothing but the question that we are asking to the OpenAI LLM, right? And here we are telling the LLM to create a blog post on the topic travel, right? That is, I will provide a topic and the LLM will provide me with a bullet point outline on that particular topic, right? So this is the task, and we already created the template, right? So now let's pass this template to chart prompt template and create our prompt. So we are using chart prompt template, which is inside LangChain prompts. Inside that we have a method called from template, and for this we are passing the prompt template which we have defined before, right? So this is how we created our prompt. Now once we have the prompt and also the LLM ready, the next thing is let's try to bind this LLM with this prompt by using chain, right? So let's try to create a chain. So we are trying to bind the LLM with the prompt by using this chain, right? So always remember this pipeline represents a chain, right? So this is single chain because we are trying to bind LLM with the prompt, right? So let's call it chain 1, right? So this is first prompt and this is chain 1. Now let me just try to print what we have inside this chain 1, right? So let's run the code and see if it is working so far. So you can see chain 1, we have the prompt template and we also have the LLM, right? This is the chart prompt template and the template that we are passing is this, and we also have the LLM details, right? So far we are good, right? So this is the first task. So we have provided the topic, which is nothing but travel, and we are asking our LLM to give us a simple bullet point outline for a blog post on the topic travel, right? So this is the first task, right? Now similarly, let's try to do another task, that is second chain or task, right? So first of all, why do we need a chain? To bind simple tasks together to create a complex task, right? Remember, chain is not an LLM, right? Chain is kind of a process that helps us to solve tasks by binding different components together, right? So let's try to create another prompt by using this chart prompt template, just like how we have done before. Let me copy the same code, and instead of this template, let's replace this with write a blog post using this outline, right? So when we invoke first chain, that will give us a blog post, right? And the output of the first chain we are passing as an input to our second chain, right? So for this outline, we are asking to write a blog post using this outline, right? So we don't have to define the topic again. And here we are trying to create the prompt. So let's name it second prompt. And again we are using chart prompt template and we are calling the function from template and we are passing this template, right? And then let's try to create chain 2, right? And bind the LLM with the second prompt, and this is our second chain, right? So what we did so far, this is our first task, right? We are passing the topic as travel and that will give us a bullet point outline for a blog post on travel. And once we get the bullet point outline, we are creating a second task. For this second task, whatever the output we get from the first chain execution, we will pass that as input to the second chain, and we are asking the LLM to write a blog post using the outline that we got from our first task. So far we have created 2 tasks. And now let's try to combine this chain 1 and chain 2 by using another chain. So full chain is equal to chain 1, and again we are trying to chain, right? So you can chain 2 chains together by using chain. So either you can bind LLM with a prompt or LLM with a memory, or we can also bind 2 chains by using chain, right? So here we are trying to bind 2 chains and we are assigning to full chain, right? So full chain will do 2 tasks together. That is, we created a complex task which is nothing but a full chain by combining 2 simple tasks. One is chain 1, the other one is chain 2, right? That is task 1. We will provide a topic and the LLM will provide us with a bullet point outline on that particular topic. And task 2 is we will be passing the outline, which is the output from chain 1, as an input to chain 2, and the LLM will give us the complete blog post, right? So the output of first chain is input to second chain and we will get the output, right? So here this ABC will be replaced with first chain output, which is nothing but the topic outline, right? So we'll pass the topic and we will get the outline for a blog post, and that outline will be replaced here and we will get a blog post for that outline, right? Once we have the full chain ready, let's try to call the invoke method, right? So inside chain we have a method called invoke, and let's try to pass the topic as travel, right? So we got our result. Now let's try to print the result and see what we have inside this result variable, right? So here what we're trying to slash and miss, this is a new line, and this is, I'm just trying to bold this text, write a blog post using outline. I'm just trying to bold the text by using this, and then we are trying to just print 50 times this, right? And then this one to not make it bold, and inside the result we are just trying to get the value of content, right? So let's try to save this and run the code. So if you see here, we are trying to print chain 1 and chain 2, and here we are trying to get a blog post using the outline, right? That is our full task, and the topic is travel, right? So this is the blog post it has given us, right? So let me close this. So what we have done here, we created two tasks. The first one is this one, and then the second one is this, and then we try to combine these two tasks together by using another chain, and we try to invoke it, right? Let's say if you are confused, let's try to print just the output of chain 1, right? So let me comment this chain 1 and chain 2, and then chain 1 dot invoke and pass the topic, that is the input for chain 1, and we will get the chain 1 result, right? Let's try to print the value inside the result, right? Result dot content, and what we are trying to tell, for the first chain, give me a simple bullet point outline for a blog post, and we are passing the topic as the input, and we will get the result dot content, that will give us the first chain output, right? So this is our task 1, and whatever the value we get from task 1, that will be replaced here. So this dynamic variable will be replaced with this value, whatever the output we get from first task, right? And that will be passed here, and this will try to execute and give us the complete blog post, right? So let's try to rerun the code. So now let's try to understand this output. So the first one is give me a simple bullet point, right? So it tried to give us the bullet points and try to outline for the topic travel, right? Introduction to the joys of travel, right? Benefits of traveling, tips for planning a trip, right? So it gave us few bullet points, and then this entire value will be passed here as an input to second chain, right? So write a blog post using this outline, whatever outline we got from task 1, that will be passed here, and then here again we are trying to invoke, right, by combining these two tasks. So that will be passed, and then we will get the complete blog post, right? You can pass a topic, it will give you an outline, and then it will also give us a complete blog post, right? So instead of the topic travel, let's try to give AI, right? So we are asking the LLM to give us a bullet point outline and also give a complete blog post on the topic AI, right? So let me kill this and then run the code again. So let me scroll up. Now you can see the first task is, it is giving us a few bullet point outlines for the blog post. The topic is AI, right? Introduction to AI, the history of AI, applications of AI, right? What are the benefits, challenges, future of AI, and conclusion, right? So it tried to give us a few bullet points outline on AI, and then we will pass this as the input to the second one. So we will get a complete blog post, right? So this is our complete blog post, right? So similarly, you can replace this topic with any other topic. So this is sequential chain. Sequential chain means output of first one will be passed as input to the second one. And let's say if you have chain 3, the output of chain 2 will be passed as input to the chain 3, right? So that's how this sequential chain works. So let's quickly review what we have done here. So we have installed all the required packages. In case if you have already installed, you don't have to install it again. Otherwise, make sure you install LangChain OpenAI package, because we are using the modules which are inside LangChain OpenAI, right? And then we try to import the modules. This chat OpenAI module is to initialize our LLM, and this is to create a prompt template, right? And the next thing is we try to load the environment variable, we read the key, and we stored our OpenAI API key inside this environment variable. And then we initialized our LLM by using chat OpenAI, which is inside LangChain OpenAI package. And here we created a simple prompt template, right? Give me a bullet point outline for a blog post on topic. Here topic is a dynamic variable. You can replace this topic with any value, right? And then first thing is we try to create a prompt by using chat prompt template, which is inside LangChain prompts. And we have a method called from template, and we passed this prompt template which we defined here. That is our first prompt. And once we have the prompt and LLM ready, we try to bind our LLM with the prompt by using chain, right? So we got our first chain. And inside chain, we have a method called invoke. So you can call that and pass the topic as our input. So you will get a bullet point outline on the topic that we have provided, right? So that is our first task, and we try to print here. Similarly, we try to define the second template, write a blog post using this outline. Whatever the value we get here, this will be passed to this dynamic variable ABC, and then we created a second prompt by using this chat prompt template. Inside that we have from template, and we passed our template, right? So we got the second prompt, and we try to bind our LLM with the second prompt by using the chain. So we created chain 2, right? And we try to combine chain 1 and chain 2 together by using another chain, and we named it full chain. So when we invoke this by passing the topic, then first it will try to execute chain 1, and whatever the output we get from chain 1 will be passed as input to chain 2, and it will try to execute. And we got a complete blog post by using the outline which we got from chain 1, right? So that's how you can implement a sequential chain and execute multiple complex tasks one by one, right? And another example can be, here you can write a prompt, go to a website and download the content. And the second prompt can be, whatever the content you downloaded from first one, just try to summarize it, right? So that is another example. Or another example could be, task 1 can be web crawling, right? So go to a website and try to get the content, and the second task can be summarizing the content, right? So you can use sequential chain in these scenarios, right? So now you get the idea. So whenever you have multiple tasks and one task is dependent on another task, then you can use this sequential chain and try to chain and get the results. So that's how you can use sequential chain. Thank you.